The fiery, bold, confident, courageous Leo new moon is happening August 16th. 2:38 a.m. Pacific time, 5:38 a.m. Eastern time, and 9:38 a.m. Universal time. So adjust the time for wherever you will be on the planet during this new moon, my friend. This new moon feels to me like us rising to the occasion, us receiving some sort of inner impulse to be bold, to be brave, to step out of our comfort zone and take a risk. It feels like a risk-taking new moon. It feels to me like we are taking some sort of action to prove to ourselves that we can do it. Whatever that is, it will be different for everyone. But all of us, I think, are going to get a surge of yes during this new moon, take that risk, and be very proud of ourselves as a result. I also feel that we're going to receive some sort of unexpected reward as a result of our bravery. So in this video, I'm going to share with you who will feel this new moon in Leo the most personally, most intensely. I'm also going to be doing, as always, readings for all 12 signs, letting you know in which house, which area of your life this new moon in Leo is happening for you, as well as channeling a message from Spirit for you and pulling an oracle card for each of the 12 signs. So listen to your rising sign. That is the area of life in which you're having this new moon experience. Listen to your sun sign, which is how your ego personality will experience the new moon. And your moon sign is how you will feel this new moon emotionally and in your relationships. Now, before you jump to your 12 sign readings, I highly encourage you to watch the introduction to this video. This new moon is aspected by Uranus, a square, which is tension, pressure, or discomfort, sometimes a jolt or something very unexpected that comes out of the blue that's disruptive. So I really want to share with you how you can navigate this Uranus aspect with the most ease and grace. And in addition to that, there are some other things that are very telling, really fascinating to me about this new moon that I'll be sharing with you in the introduction to the video. So I highly encourage you to watch the introduction, which is really a part 1 of your reading. Part 2 of your reading will be the 12 sign readings. And when we get to the 12 sign readings, I'll be sharing with you where the Uranus square is happening in your chart as well. So before I go further, I want to say hello and welcome. If you're new to me, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hello and welcome to my friends who've been watching these videos for some time. And hello and welcome to my Sunday chat friends. I absolutely love communing with you. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific time is when my videos go live. So join us. I warmly invite you to join us in the Sunday chat, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'm Betsy Gutting. I am a psychic astrologer as well as an intuitive life coach, and I love empowering you through the astrology. In my videos, as well as my professional astrology consultations, I weave together spiritual insights, divine downloads, intuitive messages, as well as Western tropical astrology. So at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my astrology offerings as well as my coaching services. So be sure and stay tuned for that so you can get a sense of whether you feel called to work with me. And I also have a free gift for you. At the end of the video, I'll tell you all about your free gift. And if you would like to receive my weekly inspirational astrology updates, the astrology of the week, direct to your inbox before anyone else gets it, go to my website, sign up for free, and you'll get an instant download of that free gift, and you can use it right away. Now, all new moons are when the sun and the moon come together. The sun and the moon are energies within all of us, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, within each and every one of us come together. They huddle together. They say, what do I want next? What do I want to create next? What does my heart desire most now? And in Leo energy, this truly is about the heart. Leo rules the heart. Leo is ruled by the sun. This is solar plexus energy right here in the belly. This is when the fire is burning in our belly, when we feel ignited, when we feel inspired. It's that spark of aliveness. It's the Howard Thurman quote, don't ask what the world needs, ask what brings you alive, because what the world needs is more people who've come alive. So this energy of Leo is really about playing full out. It's associated with the 5th house, which is the house of fun, play, adventure. It's the inner child. It's the house of children. It's the house of creativity, full out, authentic, exuberant self-expression. It's also true love and romance. Yes, this is also the house of dating. This is the energy of when you first meet someone and those sparks fly, the fireworks. That's Leo energy. And because it's our solar plexus, this is our seat of power. This is us taking action when we feel confident enough, when we feel like, I've got this, or at least I think I've got it. I think I can do this. I'm going to take a step. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to do this. It's when we feel that sense of power, of personal power. Now, you've probably heard that Leo energy is about being on stage. It's being seen. It's being the center of attention. It's having the spotlight on us. Sometimes, yes, but what this really is us recognizing that part of us that wants free, unbridled self-expression, the part of us that does want to be seen, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we are on a stage. It just means that we can be free like a child is. When you watch a child play and you see they have no inhibitions at all. They're just expressing, they're just having fun, or they're crying, or they're laughing. One minute they're sobbing, they're tantruming, it's like the worst day of their life, and the next minute they're giggling and having a popsicle. So this is what I feel we all really want. Deep down inside, we all want permission to have the feeling of being a kid again, to have the feeling of being able to be spontaneous and free. It's like how you are with your closest people. Most of us with our very closest people, or maybe one person that we feel closest with. For me, it's my kids. Like with my daughters, I feel like, and my grandsons, who I'm going to see very soon during this Leo new moon, synchronistically, I feel like I can be my total silly, crazy self. I can be as silly as I want to be, and they'll still love and fully accept me. Now, this is the energy we want to bring out to our world. This is the energy, the freedom that we want to have when we're interacting with everyone, not just our closest people. Leo's associated with joy, with pure joy, with joy for joy's sake, wanting to experience joy just because it feels amazing, right? Just because it really elevates us, the endorphins. It feels good in the body. It feels good in our emotions. It makes us feel good all over. This reminds me of the quote by Gandhi. Gandhi said, "Joy lies in the fight, in the attempt, in the suffering involved even, not in the victory itself." Now, I think victory is quite joyful. I do think that victory can be joyful, but what I feel like this quote is really reminding us of is that joy lies in the process of life. It lies in the process of getting there, wherever there is for you, whatever your destination is. Joy lies in the grit, often in the grittiness of the work, of the efforts of, whatever it takes to rise to that occasion. There is an indescribable joy of looking back on how much we put into something, how much work we put into something. The contrast between the light and the dark, the tunnel that we've moved through in our journey. There's a lot of joy in that, usually on the other side of it, I have to say, but there's a lot of joy and satisfaction in that. Now, I want to show you the tarot card for Leo, which is the Strength card. But in the Aleister Crowley deck, the Thoth, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, in this deck, the Strength card, the Leo card, is Lust. Check out this card. Lust for life. I love this card so much. She is riding on the lion. She is completely naked. She is holding what looks like a fiery cup of possibility and expression. She's leaning back. She's letting the lion take her wherever it's going to take her. She also looks very much in her power. So this is Leo energy, this lust for life. And this could be a gift for all of us during this new moon to reactivate, reignite this lust for life. Now, who will feel this new moon in Leo the most? This new moon is happening at 23 degrees. 23 degrees. So those of you who have planets or points between 18 and 28 degrees of Leo, or the other fixed signs of Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius, will feel this new moon most personally, most intensely. That said, we all have 23 degrees of Leo someplace in our natal astrology chart. So we will all be feeling this new moon to a certain degree. Now, a couple of things about this 23-degree point that really stand out for me. Number one, 23 in numerology reduces to a 5. 5 is the number of the 5th house, which is the Leo house. It also represents change. So this new moon is definitely going to be bringing us change. It represents freedom and adventure. In 5 energy, we want to have new experiences just because new experiences grow us as souls. It's an evolutionary number. It brings us forward on our soul's path. It's also the number of unbridled self-expression. It is the number of the speaker, of the performer, of the actor. So in some way, shape, or form, you may be bringing your expression out into the world or out into your family or out with your friends at a higher octave, with more freedom, infused with more of your childlike joy and spontaneity than you did before this new moon. The Sabian symbol for this new moon is really, really interesting. The Sabian symbol for 23 degrees of Leo is a bareback rider in a circus displaying their dangerous skill. A bareback rider in a circus displaying their dangerous skill. So to me, this is about risk-taking. It's about being free to be your authentic self and doing the thing that you think you cannot do, as Eleanor Roosevelt said. There's an element of performing to this, of look, ma, no hands, I'm doing it. Now, this is definitely a risk-taking energy, but this is a professional. He's doing it because he knows that he's good at it, right? There's a certain confidence here. There's a certain bravery based on the fact that he's built some self-mastery. He's built mastery at his craft. So translate this, my friend, to whatever it is that you would like to do next, whatever is calling to you, whatever is pulling at your heartstrings. This could be in a relationship. This could be in career. This could be in health. This could be in any area of your life. It doesn't have to be about performing or about being an artist in any way. This is just about you having built a certain level of competency or mastery in something in your life. It could be your communication skills. It could be your comfort level with intimacy now that you didn't have before. And then being willing to share this with another or share it with others. So here there's a willingness to be bold, a willingness to go out on a limb, and a willingness to express freely and authentically, along with the strength that you have been building over time. Now, another interesting fact about this new moon is that it's happening in the context of the Venus retrograde. As most of you know, Venus is retrograde in Leo. I have 2 videos for you on the Venus retrograde that I will link for you in the description box below. But during this new moon, Venus is conjunct the new moon. They are 5 degrees apart. So undoubtedly, there will be Venusian themes coming up during this new moon: money, beauty, pleasure, comforts, romance, love, all the yummy things in life, but often with a flair for the dramatic in Leo energy. Not only this, but just 3 days before the new moon in Leo, just 3 days before, we have the Venus-Sun cazimi, also known as Venus conjunct the Sun. And when Venus and the Sun come together, their energies are infused with life force, with loving Leo, dramatic, expressive life force. This Venus-Sun cazimi, Venus and the Sun coming together, is also known as the Venus star point. The Venus star point can bring a palpable heart activation, your heart opening up even more. This could bring a healing in a relationship, or it could bring a healing within yourself, something maybe you thought you would never heal, something that's been going on for you for quite a long time that you feel like has been getting in the way of success in relationships or in work or in your life in general. The Venus star point is a rebirth of Venusian energy for each of us, inside of each of us. This is a reset time. And this happens just 3 days before the new moon. The Venus star point, Venus-Sun cazimi, is happening August 13th, which happens to be my mom's birthday. My mom was a Leo, born on August 13th. She's on the other side now, but I'm getting this feeling like I may receive some sort of message from her, a message from heaven, especially with Uranus, which represents the heavens squaring this new moon. So whatever comes through, I will definitely share it with you all in a YouTube community post. Not only this, we will have had the Lionsgate portal, which I have a separate video for you on with readings for all 12 signs. The Lionsgate portal is also a heart activation, and that happens about a week before the Venus star point, Venus Sun Cazimi. So the energies that are building up toward this new moon time are quite potent. They're quite intense. Heart opening, heart activating, healing. Another expression of this new moon energy could be that you have an awareness, a deep, palpable awareness, feeling this in your body, in your heart, of something missing in your life. And if that happens for you, I feel that this is going to help propel you forward. This is going to give you the strength and the momentum, the desire to address whatever it is that you want to get back in your life. Now, the most potent, powerful aspect during this new moon is going to be Uranus and the new moon squaring. Uranus in Taurus is squaring the sun and the moon in Leo. Uranus supports us to do it differently. Whatever is up for us, it's about changing it up. It's taking a new course for some of us. It's innovating, it's fine-tuning, it's being progressive. It's approaching something in a way that evolves our thinking. It evolves our worldview even maybe. It evolves our creativity. And in Taurus, Uranus wants us to be more self-reliant. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is retrograde in Leo. So there's some compatibility in a way with these energies where Uranus and Taurus being ruled by Venus, even though this is a square, it's helping Venus retrograde in her mission of increasing, expanding, upgrading our self-love, our sense of deserving, our self-worth, knowing that we deserve it, knowing that whatever our heart desires most, we deserve it. I deserve this. I know I deserve this. Life upgrade. Uranus and Taurus, this is about a life upgrade. So the beauty of Uranus energy is we can tune into the cosmic intelligence. Uranus is the archetype of the heavens, the vast heavens, the divine downloads, the cosmic inspiration that we can receive. This is awakening energy. This is highly, highly expansive energy. This is the kind of energy that brought us the electric car and space travel and the internet. All of these things are commonplace now, but they weren't before they were invented, right? This is very much reinvention kind of energy. So expect the unexpected during this new moon in Leo, because Uranus can bring surprising events. It can bring jolts. It can bring shocks, I'm sorry to say. Hopefully, whatever you receive from Uranus during this new moon will be more gentle, will be more of an aha moment, an epiphany, a realization, something that comes through a little more gently. But because it's a square, it may be pushing you to take that risk that I mentioned earlier in this video. It may be pushing you to go out of your comfort zone, to, as Ms. Frizzle on the Magic School Bus said, take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. This is definitely a take chances, make mistakes, and get messy kind of a new moon. What I love about astrology is we can prepare for things and know that this is a time when I can expect the unexpected, to have my plans be somewhat loose. Yes, you can make plans, but know that something may shift things. You may end up doing something in a different way that you plan. You may have to change your reservation. Something might get canceled. When we're prepared for that, it really helps us to go with the flow, right? Go with the flow of the change energy that's a theme for this new moon. Sometimes with a Uranus square to the moon, it can feel like emotional ups and downs. It can feel a bit volatile, or someone around you may be volatile. There can be emotional outbursts. Uranus is ascension energy, especially those of us who are highly sensitive and empathic. One moment you could feel super energized, like you can do everything, you can mow through your list of things to do, and the next moment you can be like, I'm just gonna lie on the couch for the next 6 hours. That's all I can do. That's all I have energy for. So just be very gentle with yourself during this time. And what I love about this new moon is, even though we have Uranus squaring the new moon, we have both Mars and Mercury in Earth in Virgo. We also have Jupiter and Uranus in Earth in Taurus. So with 4 energies in Earth, this is grounding for us. This is really going to help us ground the energy. And if there's something that comes up that is out of the blue, like for me earlier this year, I had my refrigerator go out several times. Like I had to keep replacing my food. I had to keep calling my landlord. It was really annoying. A lot of times with our Uranus incidents, they can just be really annoying. The good thing with Mars and Mercury in Virgo, which it's the problem solver, it's like, this is what we have to do, you know, call this person, take this step. With these energies in Virgo, I think our solutions are going to come pretty quickly. So that's really good news. The other thing I love about this new moon is that the North Node in Aries, which is our destiny, and this is also a fire energy, is trining the Leo new moon. So we have the North Node in Aries saying, go this way, take this step. Here's your marching orders. This is your path. And the Leo new moon energy says, okay, picks that up and runs with it. So that's also really supportive. I feel a real strong I can do it with this energy. I feel a sense of I'm betting on myself, I'm gambling on myself, but not gambling as in not thinking it through or not smart, more like I feel pretty solid that I think I can pull this off, and if I can, at least I will know that I gave it a really good try. The North Node in Aries wants us to stretch and reach. It wants us to do the thing that feels kind of hard, but that is going to grow us on a soul level. So these two energies combine really nicely to move us toward our destiny. Not only this, but with all of these planets in Earth, this is about manifestation. So with a new moon, usually the first level of manifestation will happen a couple of weeks after the new moon. At the full moon, it may just be a very surface level. I took this one step. And then 6 months later, about 6 months later, is when we have the full fruition of the new moon, when we have the Leo full moon. So that's something you can mark on your calendar and know that you will be working toward this manifestation, whatever it is for you, in over the next 6 months. Okay, my friends, so let's do the 12 sign readings now. Listen to your rising sign. This is the area of life, the area of your chart in which this new moon in Leo is happening for you based on the whole sign house system. Your sun sign is how your ego personality will be experiencing this new moon, and your moon sign is how you will experience it emotionally and in your relationship dynamics. And in these readings, I'm going to be sharing with you where the Leo new moon is happening for you, as well as where the Uranus square is happening, where Uranus is squaring the Leo new moon energy. So let's start with Leo. Hello, beautiful Leos. Leo, you are having this new moon in your sign, and happy birthday to all of you later born Leos. You're having this new moon in your sign in your first house. The first house is you coming out into the world. It's your status. It's your identity. It's how you see yourself and how you want others to see you, Leo. This is your self-image, and it's, for many of us, it's how we would want people to describe us if we had left our bodies, if we were having a celebration of life. So this is a very important area of our charts because this is the house of the I am. And in Leo energy, this is your regal royal self. So a new moon here is a brand new beginning in any area of your life, Leo. It affects your relationships. It affects the roles you play at work and in your life. This is about your title, what you would call yourself in a professional capacity, but also in your personal life. So often with a new moon in your sign, you could be expecting some sort of change. Some of you could be entering a marriage for the first time. Others of you could be becoming a parent or a grandparent. Or you could be getting a promotion. You could be getting a new title professionally. It really does tend to boost us up and shift us, at least pick us up and put us in a new place. Because it's your new moon, it's the start of a brand new cycle for you, a brand new life chapter for you. Now, where Uranus is squaring this new moon for you, Leos, is in your 10th house of career. Your 10th house of career. This is where the universe is trying to get your attention to make some sort of change or some sort of change it up, reinvent yourself, do it differently, evolve it, fine tune it, put some new branding on it, starting a new business, for example. Something in you is restless. Something in you wants a change. Something in you wants to do something different than you've been doing it before. And I'm not saying all of you go leave your careers. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying this is the house of vocation. This is the house of meaning and passion and, you know, when it comes to how you spend your time, how you spend your life. This is the house of life purpose and retirement for some of you. So it could just be that you are restless, that your soul is trying to get your attention. Your soul is calling to you. So this is where you could have a realization, you could have a divine download, you could wake up one morning and be like, I had this dream and it's telling me to go do this and I'm going to go do it. That happened to me once, Leo. I had a dream in which I was doing stand-up comedy and I went and did stand-up comedy for 2 years and it was really, really hard. It was a huge risk, probably the biggest risk I've ever taken in my life. But it grew me so much and it made it so much easier for me to take risks in my life after that. So you may get a jolt or something surprising, something out of the blue that then causes you to react and take action in some unexpected way that ultimately frees and liberates you, because Uranus here in your 10th house wants to free you in your area of vocation, career, legacy, life purpose, and so on. So Leo, your message from Spirit, when I tuned into you, I got this image of you walking down a runway, like a modeling runway. You were like strutting your stuff. You were like walking not too fast, but just like feeling really good in your body, feeling really good in what you were wearing. It felt like your peacock feathers, you know, fanning out. That's really what I felt. It's like, here I am, here I am. I just really felt that, like, you were just feeling really good about yourself, coming out in whatever way you do that and showing everyone what you have. And that is a really, really beautiful message and image from Spirit that I got for you. It's time to own it, Leo. That's what I get from the message. Own it. Own who you are in all of your imperfections. We all have them, or what we perceive to be imperfections, right? In all of your authenticity, that just makes you that much more beautiful, that much more lovable, that much more regal and approachable is your authenticity. So beautiful, Leos. I really feel, as I spoke about in the introduction, which I hope that you watch. If you haven't already, I really encourage you to watch it because I share a lot more with you in the introduction about how you can finesse these energies. But I really feel this as a new moon where we are gathering our strength. We are really coming out more in our self-reliance and taking some sort of risk or chance that pays off, that really does pay off. So I'm shuffling the cards for you, and let's see, Leo. What do the cards have to say for Leos? I can't wait to see what cards come up for this new moon. Leo. Let's see what your card is. Leo. Oh my gosh, the gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. This does not surprise me. I mean, after all, before this new moon, we have the Lionsgate portal, right? That's success. That is fame, even for some people. That is really expanding in terms of, you know, material success even. We have that, and then we have the Venus star point, and then we have this new moon. These energies really are, they're like stairs on a stairway taking us up and up and up. What I love about this card is that there are these dark woods. So many of you may have gone through a dark night of the soul or something that felt stuck or stagnant, but now you're walking through into the light. Now you're walking through into this. There's creativity with the orange. There's this claircognizant receiving information downloads that just seem to come out of nowhere. You don't know where they come from, but this is like intellectual light bulbs going off, light bulbs going off, Leo, and then the path ahead of you and all the green of the hills, heart activation. So success expands in your life. Congratulations, Leo. Just say yes, whatever you are being guided to do, ignited to do, go for it, and you shall reap the rewards. Okay, Cancers. Hello, beautiful Cancer. I have my moon and my ascendant in Cancer. So I am double Cancer. And all of us Cancers are having this new moon in Leo in the whole sign house system in their second house, in your second house. So second house is really the house of Venus. It's associated with Taurus energy traditionally in the zodiac, and that is self-worth, self-love. This is earned income. This is the possessions that you own, your prized possessions. This is all of the material things that you work for. This is from your efforts that then boost your sense of self-esteem and self-reliance and a sense of, I can do it. I can take care of myself. I can support myself. I am a free agent with my full authentic self-expression. That's Leo energy in the second house. So many of you could be ready to earn more money, get a different job, start a new business, do some inner child work. I have a separate video for you on that, which I will link in the description box below. Ready to increase your sense of self-worth and self-esteem, self-love. This is also the house of values. So you could be feeling a shift in your values. You could be really focusing on a specific value, something that's really important to you now, beautiful Cancer, that wasn't before. I would be surprised if you don't have a strong sense of what you want to manifest during this new moon. If you know what that is, leave me a comment. Let me know. I love connecting with you through the comments. Cancers, where you're having Uranus come in and kind of shake things up a little bit, bringing you an awareness, an aha moment, or some sort of event that is temporarily disruptive, but then wakes you up to your true calling, your freedom and your liberation. Where you're having that, I feel like there's so much energy coming through. I need to just like be calm for a second. Where you're having that Uranian kind of experience, beautiful Cancer, is in your 11th house of friendships, groups. This is like meetup groups, it's social media, it's wherever you're doing networking online or like going to a conference, going to class of some sort, doing something online. It's YouTube videos too. It's friendships in a big way. And probably most of you Cancers, if not all of you, have had quite a bit of change in your friendship groups. That's what Uranus in the 11th house does, because it's growing you so rapidly that if you're doing that work, which I'm guessing most of you are if you're watching this video, your soul is evolving, your vibration is increasing rapidly. And so you could have like friend and then friend leave, new friend leaves, new friend leaves. And it could make you be like, what is going on? What's happening? Why are my friends coming and going through this revolving door? Why am I having a revolving door kind of friendship thing? That is so frustrating. But that is because you are growing so rapidly, beautiful Cancer, and because you are awakening. This is an awakening. 11th house is an awakening house. It's traditionally, it's ruled by Uranus, okay? So this is where we are realizing our true worth. We're realizing what we really need to feel fulfilled in relationships. And that causes us to say, not it, next too, in relationships and dating as well. Friendships and, lovers and all of that. So your message from Spirit, beautiful Cancer, is that there's a heart healing coming for you during this Leo new moon. And the words that came through is it's coming around again, which to me was, there's a Carly Simon song. I don't know the name of the song. Leave it below in the comments if you know it. But where she sings it, it's coming around again. I don't have the tune right. But, where it's basically a love song, and it's happening again is what she's singing in the song. So some of you are going to have a new love coming into your life around this time. And yes, it's Venus retrograde. Yes, you want to go slow during Venus retrograde. We can have a past life love come in during this time, or a past lover come in. Not all of those relationships, is it a true second chance? But it could be for some of you. And it's a good time to talk with people that are coming back into your life, because we learn and grow through that, even if even if it's for a moment or a season and doesn't, end up being a lifelong bond, we still ascend as a result of it. We still benefit, and so do they. So Cancer, I've been shuffling the cards for you as I have been sharing with you. And now let's pull a card for you, Cancers. Cancer, your card is, oh my gosh, Cancer, I'm pretty sure this card came up for you in the last reading, which was the Lion's Gate, which was the Lion's Gate reading, cleansing waters, purification, activating your vibrant life force. So you can't make this stuff up. If this is the same card, which I kind of think it is, you're being once again directed to go and purify your energy, to be in water, to relax, to rest. Cancers, most of you probably have a lot of work happening right now. So you could be overworking. You could feel a bit stressed right now. If you're feeling that, or even if you're not, and you would just like to get into water, get into nature, this is your yes to go do that, beautiful Cancer. Happy new moon in Leo. Okay, Geminis. Hello, beautiful Gemini. Gemini, I have my natal sun in Gemini. So Gemini, you're having this Leo new moon in your third house. And the third house is communication, mindset. It's your neighbors, neighborhood, your hood. It's where you go out and talk with people. It's where you are doing any sort of local networking. It's also landlords and uncles, aunts, cousins, extended family. The third house is also associated with everything electrical, your electronic devices, your transportation, your vehicle, how you get back and forth, even like if you're taking the bus. It's your comings and goings. So with a new moon here, you could be getting insights as far as your communication with people. You could be having relationship dynamics in any of these areas with neighbors, with cousins, with siblings. I didn't mention siblings. That's really big here in the third house. You could be having a heart healing with a sibling. You could have a heart healing with somebody that you talk with in the grocery store or at your gym or at a yoga studio. You could go to a workshop and have in your local area, because this is all local environment, and have a real existential moment where something opens up for you. The third house tends to be very busy during a new moon. It tends to be where we're doing a lot of errands, we're having a lot of conversations, a lot of emails, a lot of back and forth. But whatever your heart's desire is, Gemini, in this area. So for example, for me, I'm going to spend some time in the Pacific Northwest where my kids live. I'm still going to be working. I've got an Airbnb. I'm still going to be doing the same thing work-wise that I would be doing here, but I'm going to be in a different local area. So that's going to open up some new experiences for me. What new experience can you have, Gemini, in your local area, whether you're traveling or not? Some of you will be traveling, but even if you're not, can you go to a new coffee shop? Can you try a new gym maybe? Go out in nature someplace, a new park or trail that you haven't tried before. This is where the magic is going to happen, where you're testing out a new area, a new environment, and maybe you meet somebody new in that process. That could very well happen. Now, where Uranus is interacting with the new moon in Leo, Uranus is squaring the new moon in Leo, in your 12th house, Gemini. And the 12th house is the house of retreat and hibernation sometimes. I don't feel like this is a hibernating new moon so much, not fiery, dramatic, let's get out there Leo energy. It could be with Uranus there in the 12th house. But I think how this is really going to be working on Geminis is helping you to release a limiting story, helping you to be aware of a story that you may have about yourself or your life that is restrictive to you in some way, that isn't true, that doesn't reflect your true colors, beautiful Gemini. That is just a story from past conditioning. So you could become aware of that during this new moon, and then let it go, heal it. Big heart activation right before this new moon with the Venus star point and the Lionsgate portal. So you could really have some sort of, because the 12th house is also your inner mystic, and where we do have the veil is thin between the worlds, you could also just have a spirit guide come speak with you in your dreams or in a meditation, and that really open you up to a truth about yourself, to the truth of who you are as a spirit of pure love and unlimited potential, beautiful Gemini. So your message from Spirit, Gemini, is don't take no for an answer. You've got this, okay? So that's going to mean something different for everyone. But what came to you when I just said that? You've got this, Gemini, and something may feel a little bit risky for you or a little bit out there, you going out on a limb, but Spirit says you've got this, and don't crawl back into the 12th house, 12th house hibernation. Go for it. Express what you have to express, because That's where you're going to get the reward from this new moon. Okay, so I've been shuffling the cards. Let's pull a card for Geminis. Gemini, new moon in Leo. Your card is Grace and Gratitude. This card's been coming up a lot in my readings. Through gratitude, joy expands. Joy, 5th house, Leo energy. I would wake up every morning, beautiful Gemini, and I would reflect on what I'm grateful for. I would say it out loud. I would journal it. I would take this as my assignment and I would do it because there's so much beautiful pink energy in this card, which to me is Venus energy, and it's Venus and Leo energy. And she's out and about. She's feeling beautiful. She's looking beautiful. She's enjoying the beauty of life. She's enjoying the beauty of her surroundings. And your 3rd house, Leo new moon, is about your surrounding. It's about you really enjoying the beauty, the Venusian things of life. So I would do this in the morning. Maybe even before you get out of bed, I would just list off, really tune into your body and list off 3 to 5 things that really activate your heart, because that's what gratitude does, right? It activates our heart, and then it helps us to be a match to whatever we really want. It really helps our manifestational powers. And Gemini, you're the alchemist. So this is really going to help your alchemical power, your ability to alchemize and draw to you what your heart most desires in this beautiful manifestational Leo new moon. Leave me a comment and let me know if this resonates for you. Okay, Taurus, hello, beautiful Taurus. Taurus, you're going to be experiencing this new moon in Leo in your 4th house of home, family, childhood conditioning. Many of you probably want to change in your home environment. You may want to redecorate your home. You may want to build a new house, buy a new house, move to a new rental. But this is about you upgrading your home situation. Some of you are expanding your family. Some of you are having a roommate maybe move out, and maybe you get a new roommate. So this could be a shift in your home environment in terms of who's living in that environment with you as well. Some of you are going to probably be getting some sort of aha moment or awareness around childhood conditioning, around some story perhaps that you've been telling yourself. This is the house of roots. This is the house of belonging, of feeling a sense of belonging. You need, during this full moon, you're going to feel a strong need to feel a sense of belonging at home, in your local environment, at work, and so forth. So some of you may get a real awareness of something that you can heal during this new moon that's going to make you feel more rooted and make you feel more like, I belong here. I belong in this neighborhood. I belong in this home. I belong at this workplace, and so forth. Where Uranus is shaking things up for you is it may be course correcting you, or maybe just showing you something you didn't see before, lighting you up, giving you a light bulb moment. That is going to be for you guys in your 1st house of identity, the roles you play professionally and personally. So Uranus in your 1st house, that's a big transit. That's saying, beautiful Taurus, and I know that you felt this energy for some time now. Uranus in your 1st house and being squared by this new moon is saying, what do you need to change in terms of how you see yourself, the story you tell about yourself, what you're capable of, what you love, who you want to be going forward, what you would want other people to say about you when you pass on, when you're not here anymore. What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to remember about you? These are the kinds of things that could be coming up for you now. And really, this is about your status in a lot of ways. It really is about your job title, or your status in your family, or your status with friends, and so forth. This is a lot of times about our titles, personally and professionally. So you could be having changes there too, Taurus. Uranus wants to free you. This could be a breaking free energy for you. When I tune into you, I got that sense of some of you are breaking free. You really are using this new moon as a soul evolutionary new moon for you. Uranus can be break down, break through for sure. So I felt like that. You are ready to choose your own direction. This feels very independent, very much, I'm going out on my own. So for those of you who, like, for the first time are leaving home, that could be happening for you too. Or you could be going to college for the first time, or you could be transitioning from college, graduating from college and moving on to, you know, your first, your very own apartment for the first time, that kind of thing. Spirit says that many of you have already done this breakthrough, break free thing. You've already done it. And now it's just time for you to take a step in whatever you're creating in your life, to say yes to the job, to say yes to the promotion, to say yes to the move, that kind of thing, to say yes to, you know, doing it your way. This is really about doing it your way, beautiful Taurus. So, and some of you will be doing some shadow work around your mother during this time, mothering energy, because the moon is the mother and fourth house is often connected to the mother as well. And that shadow work can be really liberating and freeing for you and expansive for you. So, Taurus, I'm shuffling the cards and I'm going to pull a card for you. Taurus. Leo new moon. And your card is great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Okay, this so aligns with those words from Spirit. It's time. It's time. That's what Spirit said for you. Take a risk, venture forward. The wild blue yonder. So much heart energy with the green of this water. Feeling your emotions, letting them move through you, knowing that that's all they are. Some of you will just be releasing emotions during this time. And that is okay. That's necessary. That's good. That's healthy. That allows you to let go of that stagnant, stuck energy and get that wind in your sail and start sailing forward. Beautiful Taurus. Enjoy your next great adventure. Okay, Aries. Hello, beautiful Aries. Aries, this Leo new moon makes a trine. That's positive energy flow. That's ease and grace. That's the wind at your back. It trines your energy. So I think you're really going to love this new moon. It's happening in your fifth house. Fifth house is where this is a fifth house kind of new moon. Generally speaking, that's Leo energy. So this is about adventure, creativity, children, your inner child, giving your inner child what he or she wants, that light, whatever lights you up, whatever brings you delight. This is your creative children, books, plays, music, whatever it is you do. It doesn't have to be a traditional artistic thing like that. Whatever it is that you do, it can be playing with your children in new and fun and inventive ways. But this is you. It's also true love and romance, Aries. So some of you could be dating someone new for the first time. Some of you could attract a new love interest, a new lover. Others of you are just having more fun in your existing love relationships. The square to Uranus, the square from the new moon to Uranus, is happening in your second house of earned income, material security, values, self-love, self-esteem, possessions. So Uranus going through your second house is maybe having you do a side gig or earn money in a different way than you did before. Also maybe getting a promotion. It makes us restless often, Uranus energy. So this could be where you're just like, I want to make more money, or I don't want to work in this job anymore, or especially because Uranus is about freedom, could be like, I only want to work for myself. I only want to freelance from now on. So that's, Uranus has been there for some time for you, but you're really going to feel it, especially if it touches if you have any planets or points. Either, you know, for this new moon in the fixed signs near this 23-degree point, then you will feel it. Then you will feel, okay, I'm being activated. I need to really make a change now. Your message from Spirit is that whatever you do, whatever your changes, whatever step you take, it has to be passionate for you, Aries. It has to be passionate for you. How you earn your money, for you, you know, some of you may be able to do something passionate on the side and earn your money in a different way, but most of you really do need to feel passionate about the work that you do. So, or how you earn your money. Even if you're just taking small steps toward your own thing, your own business, your own freelance work, that will energize you quite a bit. So let's pull a card for you now, Aries, and see what the cards have to say. And because this is 5th house, new moon, you will be quite fertile. If you are wanting to conceive, this is a good time. If you're not wanting to conceive, this would be a time to definitely take precautions so that you don't, because this is going to be, I feel, quite the fertile new moon, and this could be a big surprise that you're pregnant if you didn't want to be pregnant, or if you want to be, it could be really good for that. Okay, so let's pull a card for Aries. Aries, your card is, stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Check it out, Aries. Check it out. You're stepping into your power. Your solar plexus is lighting up during this new moon. You know where you want to go. You know, I see this card as the Fool card because he does have this lantern. He is walking in the night. He can't really see what's ahead of him other than the first few steps ahead. You know, this light only lights up so much, but he's got the power and he knows he's got the power. And so this is saying, take your power back if you have felt at all like it's been stifled by anyone in your life, maybe an authority figure, that's possible. Take it back, say yes to your heart. Feel the fire burning in your belly for what you're passionate about and go in that direction. Aries, with the North Node in your sign, you are being called forward into your soul's next calling, no question. And I do have a book for you called The Magic of Saying Yes, Answering Your Heart's True Calling. The link for it is in the description box below, and that is a beautiful companion to exploring and saying yes to and answering your heart's true calling. Beautiful, Aries. Okay, Pisces. Hello, beautiful Pisces. Pisces. The Leo new moon is happening for you in your 6th house of wellness, your house of daily habits, routines, structure, your daily work. So this is our exercise, our nutrition, our schedule, work schedule, everything that we do on a daily basis. And to me, this means that you are doing something that feels like a reach. You're taking some sort of a risk to change, to upgrade this area of your life. So you could be wanting to upgrade your work. You could be wanting to upgrade a habit, the way that you take care of your body. This could be your thinking, your mental space. You know, just the loops that we get going around and around. You could be wanting to rewire your mind, and that's some of you could be wanting to meditate more, exercise more, do yoga, lift weights, all those things that just bring you into a place of ease and calm. Pisces, where you are, so this is where you're going to be having some sort of new beginning, where your heart's desire is going to come forth, if it already hasn't already, where you may receive a heart activation. You could meet somebody at work. You could meet somebody at the gym, or when you're grocery shopping, because all of those things are involved here in this energy, your daily routines. And you may want to change up your daily routine, partly because the Uranus, which is about changing things up, innovating, freeing yourself, liberating yourself, getting those realizations that then cause you to take new actions. Uranus is doing its thing in your 3rd house, and that is your local environment. So 6th house and 3rd house, they both really deal with like the everyday stuff and local environment and your mindset and your communication. Also siblings and neighbors, aunts, uncles, cousins. So you could have a change in, or feeling like you're being nudged or pushed to make a change with one of those kinds of relationships, or just in your thinking. And I know that's not that's not an easy thing to change your thinking, but you have a lot of support for that, Pisces. Now, when I tune into your energy, and some of you are going to get new jobs. Some of you are really like, I got to change my work. I'm in a toxic work environment. I need a new job. Some of you could even leave your job. Usually that happens on a full moon, not a new moon, but this is a risk-taking new moon. So some of you could be just like, I'm fed up. I really understand. I really get it. Venus has been moving through here. Venus has probably given you a message. By the time of this new moon, you will have received a message from Venus, most likely, about what change you need to make that has to do with your happiness, your well-being, your heart's desire. When I tune into your energy, I got the sense that some of you are tired, some of you are overworked, Some of you may just not be giving yourself what you really need in terms of taking care of your body, taking care of your sleep patterns. Our sleep hygiene is also 6th house related. So your message from Spirit, Pisces, it just felt a little heavy for some of you. This is not all of you, but your message from Spirit was don't deprive yourself. You have to pace yourself with a 6th house transit. And with all this Venusian energy in your 6th house, Pisces, that could have been challenging with this Venus retrograde. And so much influx of new light coming into the planet with the Venus, the Lion's Gate. You could feel like, oh, I'm really tired. I'm just trying to integrate this new energy that's coming in. So you could be having ascension symptoms too of fatigue or less than wellness. So the message from Spirit is don't deprive yourself, pace yourself, give yourself what you need. You need that. Whatever it is you feel you need, instead of kind of negotiating it away and putting other things front and center, this energy of the new moon is no. Remember, you are your royal self at work, your royal self in your daily life. Leo in your 6th house. Be your royal self and take care of yourself as you would treat somebody else that you saw as royalty. Beautiful, Pisces. Okay, so let's pull a card for you now. Pisces, and see what the cards have to say. I'm feeling the energy really intense right now. I feel it right in my solar plexus, which is that Leo energy. This is our seat of power. This is where we feel like I am capable. I can do the thing that I want to do that feels hard to do. So maybe that's a message for you too. Pisces. Pisces, your card is in the flow. Pisces, you're really good at being in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. So this is validation that even if it doesn't feel like you're in the flow, you are exactly where you need to be, Pisces. And you can always step back in the flow if you feel like you haven't been in the flow too. And what I love about this card is it's a winter scene. And they're flying above everything, right? It's Santa's sleigh. So, and it's also very childlike and very dreamy, and your energy can be very dreamy, Pisces. It's the ocean, it's like lack of boundaries, it's just, you know, oneness. And I feel like a message of this card may be fly above your life, go into a meditation or climb a trail that takes you to a top of a mountain or where you have a view and just see your life from a higher perspective with new eyes. And ask yourself, what do I need to get back in the flow? Maybe just seeing from that different vantage point will be enough to put you back in the flow. And for some of you, since where are we now? We're in August, and in 6 months, we're going to have the Leo full moon. Maybe that's when your gifts and rewards are going to come for you. That's when Santa's going to be knocking on your door or landing his sleigh on your doorstep, on your porch. Beautiful, Pisces. Happy Leo new moon. Okay, Aquarius. Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Aquarians, you guys are having this Leo new moon in your 7th house of committed partnerships. This is lovers. This is anyone with whom you share a commitment, spoken or unspoken. So this is the obvious spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, and so on. But it can also be friendships. It can also be like your closest friendships or relationships with clients or business partners. It's a partnering kind of energy where there is some commitment to have a mutually reciprocal equality kind of relationship. So this is where the Leo new moon is. This is where you have a heart's desire to upgrade a relationship, to call one in, to attract one, to attract a new soul mate, a new soul family member, perhaps some of you. Or to change up your current relationship, to take it to the next level, to make a commitment with someone, to propose. Some of you, what a beautiful time for proposal, a Leo new moon. Wow. However, I have to say, with Uranus making a square, you might want to wait until the energy settles, because with Uranus energy, things don't usually go according to plan, especially in love kinds of like plans. So On second thought, I wouldn't propose on the new moon unless you feel really, really strongly that that's the right thing for the both of you. Maybe wait a little bit until that Uranian energy settles a bit. Where Uranus is happening for you guys is in your fourth house of home and family. So this is where, and childhood conditioning, this is your house of roots and your house of belonging. So this is where there's some restlessness or some unsettledness where the universe has been trying to get you to make a change so that you can feel more stable, you can feel more rooted. How many of you Aquarians don't feel, and this is Aquarius rising, those of you that are having this transit in this Uranus in your fourth house would be those of you with an Aquarius rising specifically. How many of you Aquarius risings have felt some instability in your home environment or in your rootedness or in your sense of belonging at home, in family? Some of you, this could extend to work. It could extend to your career as well. Well, this is what Uranus is trying to get you to change because Uranus wants you to have a life upgrade in this area. So this could be a move for some of you. This could be you want to upgrade to a nicer home, or you want to upgrade to a home environment that's more suitable to your vibration. You want to move to a different town that feels more like you. Some of you may want to be close to water, or you want to be close to, a different kind of nature. Whatever it is, it's different for everyone. But this is where Uranus may also bring you an aha, a realization, a light bulb moment, and this could be a moment of realization about home and family or childhood conditioning. This could be a healing moment for you, a realization. We're all going to receive a heart activation if we're lucky during this Leo new moon, or right before it during the Venus star point, Venus Sun Cazimi, or the Lion's Gate even. There's a lot of opportunities in August for a heart healing, a heart activation, which I love so much, Aquarius. Your message from Spirit, Aquarius, is that your inner child may be asking for care right now, maybe asking for attention. How do you know? Is when you don't feel passionate, or when you feel afraid, or when you feel lonely, or when you feel like you're just not getting the nurturing that you need. That's when your inner child may be asking for some of that from you, beautiful Aquarius. So what do you want? What does your inner child want? If you knew, what would it be? If you were to give yourself permission to have something, maybe it's something you did when you were a kid. What lit you up as a kid? That could be something that you give yourself permission to do, even if it's not a career or a profession. It could be just opening up your energy, giving yourself permission to do it. Could just make you feel more free. And in that sense of freedom, that's when we feel most alive, and that's when we can receive those inspirations for the career, for the new home environment, and so on. Okay, so Aquarius. I'm going to pull a card for you now. Aquarians, your card, your 7th house Leo new moon card is Joy and Delight. That is Leo energy. So beautiful. Open your heart to joy, Aquarius. This is the inner child. I love that this matches the message from Spirit about inner child care. And then here we have this delightful, beautiful, sweet inner child surrounded by the sunlight of Leo energy, doing her thing. You're the pure innocence of you as a spirit of pure love and light, Aquarius. What is your inner child calling for? Tune into her. Ask her. Go visit her. See what she wants, see what she needs, and give it to her, and see how this relaxes or lights up or boosts your energy. Beautiful Aquarius. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonates for you. I'd love to hear. Okay, Capricorns, beautiful Capricorns. For those of you who are Capricorn risings, you are having this transit of the new moon in Leo in your 8th house. Your 8th house is the house of transformation. This is where you get a realization, an aha moment. Something comes up from the underworld to show you how you can take back your power in some way, shape, or form. Beautiful Capricorn. So this is the house of transformation, death, and rebirth. It's the house of taxes. It's shared resources. This is where we share time, energy, and money with partners. So stuff can come up around that. Your heart's desire to share time, money, or resources with another person, perhaps. This is also the house of intimacy, emotional and physical intimacy. It's our sexuality. It's the things that we don't tend to talk about, what we call taboo. So this is a powerful, potent place to have a risk-taking, daring new moon in Leo, where you are stepping out, you're doing something that is an impulse is guiding you to take a chance, and you reap the reward as a result of doing that thing you think you could not do, as Eleanor Roosevelt says it, beautiful Capricorn, where Uranus is trying to shake things up and get you to open up and be flexible and receive a divine download or a realization. That's your 5th house of love, creativity, romance, and children. So this is anything you do that's creative. This is anything you want to put out into the world. This is how you are living your true colors, beautiful Capricorn. This is how you relate to your children, if you have children or if you work with children. This is the house of fun, adventure, and playfulness. Uranus here has been telling you, shake it up, do something fun, go travel, go take a short trip or a long distance trip. Be creative, be expressive, be vulnerable with people. Show them what's on your heart. Show them what you're feeling. Some of you, this is love, dating, and romance. Some of you, this is about maybe pulling in a love, attracting a love that's different from your usual, the usual person you would attract, because Uranus there is different. Something is different about this, but this is also you tuning into the cosmic intelligence and downloading your brilliance and manifesting that in creative form. So that's really amazing, Capricorn. That is quite inspiring. So if you don't feel inspired, this is your message from Spirit. If you don't feel inspired, it's time to go beyond the tried and true, Capricorn. It's time to do it differently, to change it up. Do new things that you don't normally do just for fun, just to lighten up. Be silly, be inventive, go out on a limb, take a chance, get messy, make a mistake on purpose. Get your finger paints out, buy some pastels, play with color, get your hands in messy and dirty. And some of you, I have a close friend who's a Capricorn, and she'd be saying, yeah, I do that in my garden all the time, and that's beautiful. But maybe if that's your thing, gardening, plant something you wouldn't normally plant. It's just, if you love the things that you're doing, great, but do them in an inventive, innovative, different kind of way, because Spirit, the universe, your guides want to start getting you to think differently, and that's going to open up a whole new vistas for you, new adventures for you, Capricorn. So the message too is just about being open and flexible and not thinking you have all the answers, because none of us do, right? Our egos think we do, but we really don't. Okay, Capricorn, your card. Capricorns, your card is passion and pleasure. Savor your life, beautiful Capricorn. Time to dance around a campfire. Time to go do something that is fun and playful. And this is what I was just talking about. This is the Uranus in the 5th house. Passion and pleasure, that's 5th house energy. So I think this card speaks for itself. It's just a double validation of the message that Uranus is trying to give you, that Spirit is trying to give you. These are beautiful nighttime summer activities for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. Full moon, howling at the moon, whatever you can do to let loose. I didn't say this in the earlier part of the video, but I'll say it now because it's just coming to me, is that Black Moon Lilith is also close, I believe, in degrees to this new moon. And Black Moon Lilith wants you to unleash your inner wild woman, your inner wild man, to unleash that part of you that you've been suppressing, that you haven't given free expression to. It might surprise you. It might surprise you what comes out of you. But this is about you unleashing your creativity and giving yourself permission to be you, fully you, beautiful Capricorn. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonates for you. I'd love to hear. Okay, Sagittarius. Hello, beautiful Sag. You are having this Leo new moon, which makes a trine to your fire energy. You're having this in your 9th house of expansion, awakening. This is long distance travel. This is other cultures, other languages, but it's also higher learning where you could be doing some sort of metaphysical learning program. This is also astrology, any kind of, Reiki, healing, any kind of, this can be getting a PhD or a master's degree too. But this is where you're expanding your knowledge, you're expanding your wisdom. This is the sage in you, Sagittarius, in the 9th house, which is your house as well. And with Leo here, this is about allowing yourself to come out into the world, take a risk, own your free, authentic expression, own your power, and bring it out more so that you have more joy in your life. This transit is about more joy, joie de vivre, activating that joie de vivre. Now, where Uranus is coming in and trying to shake things up a little bit to say maybe shake up, wake up, maybe break down, break through, or just an aha realization, an expansive moment that is more gentle, that could happen too. That is happening in your 6th house of everyday work, your daily habits, your daily routines, your schedule. So Uranus has been working with you here, and Uranus moves slowly. It's been in your 6th house, working with you to get you to make a change in your daily routine. Your message from Spirit is get excited. The Spirit really emphasized this, that let this Leo new moon trining your sign, Leo energy fire, Sag energy fire, let this ignite you. Let this fire you up. Let this get that match and light the fire in your belly. This is your solar plexus. This is your sense of power, Sag. If you're not feeling in your power, ask yourself why. Ask yourself what needs to change in the 6th house of wellness. This is also your mental health. It's your emotional health. It's our health on all levels. And your work. Are you in a toxic work environment? Do you need to get out of that job? Do you need to change where you do something on a regular basis, where you work out? Do you need to change your diet? Do you need to stop eating or drinking a specific thing that you've been taking into your body? Do you need to change up your sleep habits? Whatever it is, this is kind of a come to Jesus moment, I think, with Uranus squaring this new moon. It's going to be unmistakable for most of us. We're going to feel it. We're going to feel a jolt if we haven't been paying attention, if we've been procrastinating or escaping what we know we need to do. We're going to feel it. Oh, Sag, isn't it a good idea? Good thing that I can crack myself up from something as tiny as that. That is the Leo childlike energy coming through me right now. Okay, guys, so I'm shuffling and I'm going to pull a card for you now. This is an expansive transit for you if you let it be. Ask for a breakthrough if you need a breakthrough. Sag, ask your higher power for a breakthrough. Sagittarius, Leo new moon. Your card is ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. Don't give up, Sag. Keep going. Keep one foot in front of the other. Stop for water breaks. Stop for sleep breaks. Go have a nice meal. Nurture your energy. Manage your energy well. That's 6th house. That's where Uranus is. Yes. Tend to your body's needs. Tend to your emotional and mental wellness. But keep going forward, one foot in front of the other. You are climbing a mountain. You are ascending. When we ascend, we have ascension symptoms sometimes. We do have to integrate the energies. Lots of new light codes coming onto the planet, as I spoke about in my video on the Lion's Gate. Then we have the Venus Sun Cazimi and the Venus Star Point. Those are the same thing, the last two. But this is a lot of new light coming onto the planet that you are integrating into your body. So be gentle with yourself, but don't give up, Sag, because you are going to get to the top of the mountain and enjoy the hike on up there. Stop and look at the view as you go. Okay, beautiful Sag, leave me a comment. Let me know. I love to hear if this resonates for you. Okay, Scorpio. Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Scorpio. The Leo new moon is happening. For those of you who are Scorpio risings, it's happening in your 10th house of career, legacy, life purpose, your mission, your sense of fulfillment, of meaning in the world. This is also retirement and legacy for some of you. This is your most public house. The Leo new moon is saying, take a risk, take a chance, do something that feels like a reach to you, do something that feels a little bit harder than you might normally do, but that risk will pay off in terms of a reward. So this is your house of vocation. It may not be where you're earning your money right now, but this is your passion. This is that Mary Oliver quote that I love so much. And that is, what do you want to do with your one wild and precious life? I paraphrase that a little bit, but that idea that you have this one wild and precious life, what do you want to do? At least this life, how do you want to spend your time? Really important question. In Leo energy, it's all about passion, Scorpio. You know this, you have to be passionate about your work. Your mind may have been trying to negotiate that away and say you could do something else and doesn't have to be passionate. I don't see that. I really don't see that. Not only this, but you've got Uranus making a square to the Leo energy in your 7th house of partnerships. Uranus has been trying to get you to make a change in a partnership, in how you do your relationships, your relationship dynamics. And these are relationships that have a spoken or unspoken commitment. So it's business partnerships as well as significant others in your life. This is your house of significant others, where you both have each other's back and where you have an agreement to be there for one another. So, this 10th house, 7th house kind of dynamic is really powerful, because our partnerships are what often get us ahead or help us to get the opportunities in career, right? Or they support us. We need to feel supported to have a passionate career. We need to feel supported by the people around us. And that may be something that's changing for you. You may be changing your relationships, or how you are in relationships, or what you're saying, what you're tolerating in relationships. This could be about boundaries for you. In order for you to have the support that you need in that career house, in that vocational house. So many of you could be making a change here. You could be really going out on a limb and doing something different that lights you up, Scorpio. I hope that that is true for you, if you're ready for a change in career, or taking a career to the next level as well. Your message from Spirit is that it's very important that you be true to yourself, that you be very honest with yourself about the state of your career, the state of your partnerships. Very, very honest. This new moon, if you are honest, will bring you clarity. It will bring you what you need in terms of clarity. This is a reflective energy as well as a take a risk energy. So you may have a breakthrough in a relationship during this time, or in your career. When I tuned into your energy, I got the sense that a lot of you are just over it. I don't know what that means for you, but I felt that. Like, some of you are just, you're like, I've had a really hard time. You may feel conflicted about what to do in work or partnerships, and just be like, I'm tired, I'm over it, I just can't. You could be thinking about feeling that way, but Spirit says just reflect. You can get the clarity you need. And if you're honest with yourself about what's not working, start there. Start with what's not working, and then look at what does your heart want instead, Scorpio. So let's pull a card for you and see what the cards have to say. For this Leo new moon in your 10th house, beautiful Scorpio. And your card is embracing enthusiasm. It's time for you to be expressive about what is enthusiastic, what you are enthusiastic about, Scorpio. And if you don't know what you're enthusiastic about, it's time to dig a little deeper, dive a little bit deeper. But here she is, speaking her enthusiasm, sharing her enthusiasm with, at least with others in her immediate environment. And as a result, she's transforming. The butterflies are symbolic of the transformation. Either that, or she's talking to the butterflies. Either that, or she's having a heart-to-heart with nature, with the winged ones. It could be both, or one of the other. But this is where Spirit is saying too, there may be something that you get to shout to the heavens with happiness about. Maybe it is a new career. Maybe you're starting your own business. Maybe you just got a new opportunity. When you express it out loud to others, or even to yourself in a quiet room, that's okay too, or to your cat or your dog or your fish. When you do that, it amplifies the energy. And that's what I feel this card is saying, like, embrace that enthusiasm, because that will ripple out to your life. That will ripple out to the people around you. That will ripple out to the world. And that's a beautiful contribution that you can make to the planet, beautiful Scorpio, is sharing your light through your words, sharing your joy. Leave me a comment. Let me know if that resonates for you. Okay, Libras. Hello, beautiful Libras. Libras, you're having this Leo new moon, this fiery, confident, courageous, take a risk and you shall reap the rewards. New moon in Leo in your 11th house of friendships, networking, social media, the world. This is the world. This is where you are social in the world, either online or out in the world. It's also the house of hopes, wishes, and gains. Hopes, wishes, and dreams, and long-term gains. So it's what your heart desires. It's like the current dream for your life, or for your work, or for your love life. It can be any of those. For your friendships, and or your long-term gains in money. It's a partnership, I should say relationship house, and a money house. A lot of people don't realize 11th house is a money house too. So this is where you're exchanging ideas, energy, presence with other people, and you're receiving back support for what you really want. This really is the house of support in a lot of ways. Financial and energetic and human support, okay? It's the house of tribe, the world and the tribe. So Libra, you probably want new friends, new relationships, new networking partners, new supporters. Raise your hand if you want new supporters in your life. If you do, that's what's going on for you right now with this Leo new moon. That's where you're getting a sextile. Leo's fire, your air, that's a sextile. That's new opportunity, a new opportunity coming to you that's going to make you feel more supported. Where Uranus is coming into the mix, squaring up with the Leo new moon, is your 8th house of transformation. So Uranus has been in your 8th house saying, we've got to change things up in terms of shared resources and relationships, significant partnerships, or this is where you're having a transformation. This is where you are interacting with the underworld and seeing hard truths that are then transforming you. So because Uranus is interacting with this 11th house moon, you could feel some changes in your relationships with this new moon. You could just feel like inspiration about how you want to make those changes. Or you could get some realizations about that transform you, that are transformative for you, or that cause a death and rebirth process for you. Beautiful Libra. Your message from Spirit is it's time to put your money where your mouth is. Now, what does that mean for you, Libra? It's going to be different for everyone, but I feel like what Spirit is saying is that there are things you've been wanting to do for some time, or that you've known you needed to do, and you haven't taken action yet, and now it's time with this Leo new moon. Take advantage of this fiery energy. Take advantage of the fire burning in your belly, or even if it's just a momentary inspiration, take advantage of it. Act on it. And this is good. Act in your best interest, Spirit said. Be forthright in expressing your needs, Libra. Put yourself first for a change. And that doesn't mean put others last. It just means put your own needs first, because that's how you can then be the light for others. That's how you can then be there for others. You can't do that if you're putting yourself last and allowing other people to drain. You know, it's not that other people are draining your energy. It's that we allow other people to drain our energy by putting our needs last, right? Okay, so Libra. Took a breath there. And I've been shuffling the cards as I've been speaking. And now let's see what the magic in these cards has for Libras. Libra, your magic is journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. Do you believe in magic? I don't know if those are the right words, but that's the idea, because what was I saying? Let's see what the magic of the cards is and then believe in magic. Oh, you can see how happy I get when we have these synchronicities, huh? So there's this fairy nymph. This is a fairy card and a nymph card. And this is like, believe that things can happen that you can't see with your eye. Believe that things can happen that maybe you don't even believe in. Maybe you don't believe in fairies or elementals or nymphs or, these various creatures, the littles. Maybe you don't believe in them. But can you believe that magic can still happen even if you don't believe? And what if you did believe in them? Wow, that's even more light for you, more of a trail of light to follow. Journey by moonlight, I feel like it's saying that even if you don't see what you need, even if you don't see your manifestations coming to you in form, allow the moonlight to carry you. Allow the journey, allow the possibility that miracles can happen and that magic can happen to carry you forward. Allow it. Open your heart to new possibilities. Open your heart to magic. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? You only have something to gain from that. The only thing you have to lose is your mind's stubbornness. The stubbornness of the mind saying, that can't be true. Okay, well, let's see. We'll just see mind. I'm going to give this a try. I'm just going to see. Mind, you go count sheep for a little while while I see, my spirit sees whether believing in magic could actually bring something good. Okay, beautiful Libra, leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonates for you. Happy new moon in Leo. Okay, Virgos, beautiful Virgos. You guys are having the Leo new moon in your 12th house of retreat, rejuvenation, your inner mystic, the subconscious mind. This is the house where you have one foot in this physical world and one foot in the ethereal world. The 12th house is where the ethereal world, the magical world, the other realms come alive for you, and where you can have a deep healing. This is where you can really heal. And this is also deep diving through meditation and deeper processes like forgiveness processes and hypnotherapy and all those things where we go inside, Also, this is the house of shadow work, where you can really make gains in shadow work and your dreams, your nighttime dreams, your imagination, the house of the imagination, super, super creative house. So Virgos, you guys are quite creative. And this is where you're going to be taking some sort of a chance or receiving some sort of inspiration. And the thunder just got very loud right now. Some sort of inspiration that maybe it feels as big as thunder to you. Or your subconscious mind is getting a nice rewiring. You're letting go of a story that's disempowering. You're coming more into your power. Because this really is this Leo, fiery, bold, confident energy. It really is what lights you up. What lights you up in the 12th house realm, Virgo? What lights you up in the other world? Are you feeling drawn to more esoteric practices? Are you feeling drawn toward past life exploration, for example? Whatever you're feeling drawn to, go for it, explore it. Maybe you're creating more art from your imagination. That's possible too, or doing more healing. You are the archetype of the practical healer, Virgo. So maybe you're taking some sort of course that's expanding your healing ability. Where you're having a Uranus aha moment, light bulb awareness, or something that happens that's disruptive but then frees you and liberates you, is in your 9th house of spirituality, belief systems, higher learning, expansion. So having the new moon in the 12th house, which is otherworldly, Uranus squaring the new moon in your 9th house, which is expansive and in its own way otherworldly. This is very expansive for you. I feel this new moon, I feel, could really be awakening for you. You really could feel something big and bold and new and shifting for you. I'm excited about this for you, Virgo. I would love to hear if you have any sort of awakening experience during this new moon. And if you would like to have that, ask for it, pray for it, ask Spirit to help you. Your message from Spirit is it's time to bring the spark back for some of you. It's time to reignite your passion. It's very important. I have to look at my notes a little more closely here. Okay, Spirit says some of you have just spent too much time trying to be good, and that may be completely subconscious. You are really good. You really are good, Virgo, and I mean that in the most wholesome, innocent of ways. What I mean is that you really are humble, generally speaking. You want to serve others. You want to do right by others. You show up. You tend to work the longest hours. You tend to be very detail focused and really just, go back over things and make sure you got it right and all of that. And, we've got Mars and Mercury in Virgo in your sign during this new moon. And you're very attentive to anything that you do. And that's really beautiful. But I'm trying to think of the Mary Oliver line in her poem, The Journey, where she says, you do not have to be good. I'm paraphrasing, but you do not have to be good. You do not have to walk through the desert on your knees for 500 miles, repenting. You just have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. So that is the energy I'm picking up for you, Virgo. You just have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Very sweet and tender message I feel coming through, energy coming through for you. So let's see, Virgo. This does feel like a relaxation of your energy. It feels like almost a surrender for you guys, of just letting life happen, but you nurturing yourself in the process, you giving yourself that downtime for meditation and rest and rejuvenation, that time in nature, that time where you go out and just have fun, or where you do, sit in a hot tub or you get a massage, those kinds of things. Okay, Virgos, let me pull a card for you. And your card is reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. This is a beautiful validation that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you are reaching your destination. It will happen even if you don't see it yet. But I see all of these light orbs in this card, which to me is an invitation to tune into those light beings, to tune into the other realms, to connect with your spirit guides, to receive the unconditional love and inner guidance from the spiritual realm, which is this 12th house Leo moon transit, to receive that so that you can be lit up by the fact that you do have one foot in both worlds, that you are a spiritual being, that you are supported, that this is a wild and crazy, exciting journey that you're on, beautiful Virgo. And in that process, your light shines even more brightly. Follow the yellow brick road. And because there's eclipse energy around this kind of bubble, this castle in the sky, pay attention to what happens during eclipse season for you. Of course, you won't be able to help it. But I feel like there could be something coming through for you guys during this eclipse season that will be quite beautiful for you, quite castle-like for you, metaphorically speaking, a dream come true, perhaps. Leave me a comment, Virgo. Let me know if this resonates for you. My beautiful friend, this has been a general reading of the Leo new moon. If you would like to know how this new moon in Leo is activating your planets, your points in your natal astrology chart, and how the other big transits that are going on right now are affecting your natal chart. Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, the nodes of the moon moving into Aries and Libra. What I love about astrology is the transits that are happening in your chart right now. They tell a story. They tell a story about where you are in your life. They tell a story about how you can work with the energies to reach your goals. They really help you, especially when you're having a hard transit, to find out how can you best work with that energy? How can you use it for your empowerment? I love sharing with you the current transits, the future transits that are coming up, what you can expect and how can you best work with those. And we can do this through a natal chart reading, we can do it through a heart's desire reading, or a life purpose reading. So I invite you to go to my website, check out my testimonials from other clients, see what they've gotten from their astrology consultations, and you'll get a sense of whether you feel called to work with me. And for those of you who would like coaching support, I offer one-off clarity sessions as well as deeper dive soul alchemy coaching for those of you who are ready for a breakthrough and want to do some transformational work with support from a creative champion, someone who has your back, someone who can be your believing mirror. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate your likes of this video. I appreciate your comments so much. I love connecting with you. I appreciate your shares and your subscribes. Your subscribes mean the world to me because they send a message to the algorithm to put this video out to more people who love astrology, and that really supports my work and my channel. Thank you so much for that. And thank you to my Sunday chat friends for joining me today. It's always a joy to spend Sunday morning with you. And I have a free gift for you, and that free gift is a soothing guided meditation connecting you with your true home, your heart, your spiritual guidance. To get that free gift, just go to my website, sign up for my free weekly inspirational astrology updates, and you can download that guided meditation instantly. So until my next video, my friend, I'm sending you all my love.